Hi friends, welcome to another Read Loud with Mr. Ward. So for today's story is called A Very Special Critter. It's by Gina and Mercer Mayer. One day, my teacher said, "A new critter is coming to our class tomorrow." I was glad. I hoped the new critter would be someone really cool. Then my teacher said, "Our new student is a very special critter. He can't walk, so he uses a wheelchair. I want you all to try very hard to make him feel at home." I was a little scared because I had never known anyone in a wheelchair before. I told my dad about it. He said, "Just because he's in a wheelchair doesn't mean he's any different than the rest of you. He probably just needs some special help once in a while." I thought that makes sense. The next day they brought the new student to our class. He looked scared. But his wheelchair was really cool. It had stickers of dinosaurs and funny monsters all over it. My teacher said, "This is our new student, Alex. We are very happy to have you in our class." Then we all introduced ourselves. I was curious about Alex. So was everyone else. At recess, we all talked to Alex. Some critters asked him questions about his wheelchair. He didn't seem to mind. At first, everyone in the class thought Alex needed a lot of help. We were wrong. He can go almost anywhere he wants in his wheelchair. Once in a while, he needs a little push to get over a bump. His wheelchair can't go upstairs, so he rolls it up the special ramp at school. His wheelchair has pouches to carry his books and things he needs for school. Sometimes he even carries my books for me. Sometimes Alex needs help reaching things way up high. Sometimes I do too. He plays games in the playground with the rest of us. When we play dodgeball, he always gets the most people out. And he's great at volleyball. He does have a little trouble with hide and seek though. Alex rides a special bus. It has a lift that takes his wheelchair up and down. We take turns helping him to the bus. Alex likes the same things my other friends like. He plays with race cars and dinosaurs, and he loves Super Critter. For our Halloween party at school, Alex dressed up like a car. He had the best costume in the whole school. He's a good artist too. He won an art contest at school and our class got an ice cream party. Once in a while, something will come up that Alex needs help with. But it's no big deal. Sometimes I need him to help me too. My dad was right about Alex. Even though he's a special critter, he's just one of the gang. I like that story a lot. It reminds us that just because someone's different doesn't mean they're very different than us. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that story and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi friends. So for today's activity, I'm going to show you how to make a little paper helicopter. This is pretty neat. I'll show you a little later on, but it'll just twirl all the way down. Okay. So the first thing you're going to need is a regular piece of paper. I'm doing mine on a clipboard. And see how it's long ways, not tall. Make it long ways. And then you're going to measure with your fingers. So let's do 3 fingers and make a dot. It doesn't have to be perfect. 3 fingers and make a dot. Now we're going to draw a line between them both. This is to help us know where we need to cut and where we need to fold things. Okay, when I cut, I'll try and make it a little straighter. So now in the middle, put your finger, and you're going to draw a line on top and a line on the bottom. So it'll look like that. On the top, go ahead and make one line right down the middle all the way. Now the bottom part's a little trickier. At the bottom, put one finger and put a line. Like that. And now, instead of putting a line down the middle, we're gonna have two lines that are not in the middle. So this one's just a little bit over from this side, and this one's a little bit over from this side. Okay? Now the tricky part is cutting it. We don't want to cut them all. We want to cut this one, this long one, and see how this one goes all the way across? We're only going to cut the little parts, not the middle. And we're not going to cut this one, and we're not going to cut these. So now I'm going to cut mine out. First thing you want to do when you cut is you're going to cut this part where it takes it away from the whole piece of paper. And that'll make the rest of it much easier to work with. So like I said, mine was a little bit of a crooked line, so I'm just going to cut as straight as possible. So now you should have something similar to this. So now we're not going to cut this one, but we are going to cut this little bit. And then we're going to cut that little bit on this side. Alright, and we're not going to cut anything else down here. And on the top, we're going to cut right down the middle. All the way to this line. Now all we have to do is fold. So the top two, we have two pieces like this. One will bend backwards at the line, and one will bend forward at the line. So it'll sit like that. The bottom, you're going to fold on this line. Turn it over and fold on this line. And now on the bottom, you're going to fold on this line. That'll just kind of hold it in place. All right, and there's my little helicopter. And I'll show you what it looks like when it flies. Let's see if I can do it in here. All right, I hope yours turned out good. I'll see you next time.